Hey guys, Avatar here, welcome back. So, today I gave you a little bit of a negative review on Driftwood, and I'm going to be giving you a little bit of the yin and the yang, and I'm going to give you a very positive review on a game called Hammerwatch. It was just released back in August 12th, 2013 on Steam for $9.99. It's an action-adventure indie RPG. A dungeon crawler really is what it is, and it's published by Crackshell. And again, it's $9.99 on Steam right now. It's really a great game. And let me start by talking about the fact that it's a single-player or a multiplayer game. It's definitely at its fullest potential if you're playing with friends. You are going to have pretty much as good as time as you can if you got a couple buddies to play this game with. A lot of these indie games with those hosts, there's obviously no server, so you have to join or host yourself. The good news is you don't have to do any sort of port forwarding or anything like that, so it's pretty straightforward. And if you click host, it actually shows your IP address right there. Okay, the graphics are pretty straightforward. I mean, the game's not the best looking game, but it gets the job done. We'll talk a little bit more and we get in there about the controls and everything. We're going to start a single campaign. I just want to show you the first couple minutes of it. The game doesn't really have that many cliffhangers or spoilers, but I don't really want to get into it with you just because it took me and my buddies by surprise, and I want you to get surprised as well. So first thing to note is that I started on medium and I played with 3 of my buddies. We had a blast. We played probably between 12 and 15 hours our first run through, and it was just non-stop fun, non-stop action. You have multiple difficulty settings here, your normal, easy, medium, hard, which is giving the game a lot of replayability on top of the fact that there's 4 classes to play. Now in multiplayer you can all be the same class if you choose, although they all do have synergy together, so I would recommend you all playing one. And you can also customize it yourself. So you can go ahead and do all these modifiers. So you can give yourself crutches by infinite lives, HP regen, double damage, or you can make it even harder for no extra lives, 1 HP, shared HP pool, no pickups, no mana regen, reverse HP regen. I couldn't even imagine trying the game with any of these. I mean, the amount of times we died, it's crazy. It really is crazy. And obviously the difficulty there as well. And there's a couple of different things here, but honestly, I just want to talk about the normal game right now because it is just legitimate. So let's go ahead and do a single player. I finished the game with Paladin. Let's go with the Ranger line just for and easy, so as I'm rambling, I don't just get destroyed. So here's Hammerwatch. Okay, you move with W, A, S, and D, and you shoot by clicking the up arrow, right? So that's a bomb. So each class, you have your paladins, your warlocks, your mages, and your rangers, has their own unique auto attack. So the rangers obviously got bow and arrows, the mages have these little fireballs, paladin has his sword, and warlock has like a poison dagger. Okay. So you go through the game, and your purpose is basically just it's a normal basic dungeon crawl. You gotta get to the next dungeon. There's 4 acts in this game. Each act can have a couple different floors, and what's cool about this game is as you progress, you're going to earn money. Now with that money, you're going to end up upgrading your class, or your character I should say. Now you have a lot of different types of upgrades the more you progress. So first you're going to end up just trying to get just extra damage on your auto attacks. Each class starts with 1 ability. The Ranger's ability is a bomb. That's my bomb. There's no friendly fire, so that's fine. So if I bomb this guy, there you go. The Paladin has like a dash. The Warlock has like chain lightning, and the Mage has like this AoE fire. Now, as you progress through the game, you really need to get kind of to the 2nd or 3rd act. But once you start to do that, other abilities start to open up. So right now, I can cast this by using the left arrow. After everything's said and done, if I make it to the last act, and I upgrade everything I could possibly upgrade, I would have an ability for my auto attack being up. I have ability for the down arrow, the left arrow, and the right arrow. Pretty interesting. On top of that, this game has what's called combos. So if you're able to kill an X amount of minions in a very short amount of time, what you can do is you'll start to either heal yourself, do AoE damage, or you can actually have your combos last longer by giving you more time in between each one. And again, you can upgrade all 3 of those, or you can pick and choose. So it's kind of cool. Like, they give you this money that you collect. Obviously, you've been seeing me collect these little like coin-looking things. And as you collect them, you can decide how you want to spend your money. You know, you can upgrade all your HP. You can upgrade your mana. You can upgrade just your abilities, just your auto attack, just your auto attack speed. So you have a lot of different ways to customize, which again kind of helps the replayability of the game. Very exciting. The paladin has all these like cool spin moves and stuff as you get later on in life. And you know, when I was playing with my buddies, I was the paladin, and I ended up having like close to 400 HP, if not more, and the rest of them had like at least half of that. The paladin's melee, the warlock's melee, and the ranger and the wizard are ranged. But what's cool about the paladin is that he has a shield, so anything in front of him, projectiles or really melee attacks, he's able to block them. And one of his upgrades is as you progress, you can actually make that arc of blocking larger. So I think I got up to 180%. So basically, anything legitimately 180 degrees in front of me will get blocked. So as you progress and play this game, there's going to be little secrets that you can find, right? So that's another just aspect. This game isn't just straight up, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, kill this dungeon and go. There's a lot of puzzles, and there's a lot of puzzle solving to make sure that you complete the entire act. Now you can go to the end of the act pretty much as quick as you want, but the catch-22 is you want to find all these secrets and you want to get to them, because either there's going to be vendors there, there's going to be onks there, as you can see that's an onk for my life, or there's going to be, you know, other sorts of, at the very least there's going to be more gold. More gold means more upgrades, means it's going to be easier to beat those bosses, etc, etc, etc. Oh man, so these are little spikes that are just destroying me. So I'm going to do a bombing run here. Oh, I already killed him actually, so let's do a bombing run. Oh. So this game, as you can see, is oh man, I'm going to die. It's pretty difficult by yourself, especially as a ranger. They really need that tank or just the kiting ability. Die, you overgrown beetle. Now you can also get a potion. There's like attack potions, health potions. You use them by pressing F. They're pretty cheap at a certain vendor. There's different types of vendors that you'll find throughout your experience. You'll find defense vendors, you'll find offense vendors, you'll find the combo vendors I was telling you about. That if you kill X amount of minions, you'll get the certain combo. And then you'll also find like ability vendors that'll upgrade your actual abilities for you as well. So besides all that, what you're going to have is you're going to have, you see the top of the screen, there's like the anchors on the right, which I have 2 of right now. And I have on the left, those are keys. So I have a bronze key, a silver key, a gold key. And as you progress the game, you're going to find keys. And you can use those keys for things like this. So this would be a gold wall. So if I had a gold key, I can get through that wall. But I don't, so I can't. Oh, so those bombs hit you, so I'm going to get all this gold. Oh, try to get away from that bomb. This is kind of just like a little mini game thing here. The puzzles do get much harder. They become a point where like there's a puzzle in each act where you have to step on the runes in a certain order, and as soon as you step on the wrong rune in the wrong order, a bunch of bombs fall on the thing. So the only way for you to do it is trial and error. So to step on a room, step on a rune, run out of the room. If bombs fall, then try again, and yada yada yada. So here's our first vendor we found. We can get bow damage, bow penetration. Obviously we're going to go to bow damage first. We still can't afford penetration, but we know this vendor's here. There is a map in this game, so that's nice. It's very fun, very exciting. But yeah, it's a really fun game, really cool. I really have no complaints. One thing I want to note that me and my buddies didn't realize is we tried to do it all in one sitting, because you didn't really realize that you can save this game. You can actually save this game. We thought that it's unsavable. When you die, let me show you when you die. Come on, kill me. You do spawn back from your last spawn point, but there are spawn points in this game. So if you find a spawn point, a little save point I should say, if you find that save point and you just quit right there and then, what you can always do is you can go back and you can go to the load screen. And actually, let me try to load this game. I don't know when this is from, but let me see if I can. I don't want to do any spoilers, so we're not going to do that. Let's see if I can find something else here. Okay, this is my Paladin. We'll show you a little bit of the Paladin. This is a little bit of the earlier Paladin, but we'll just continue on that. But yeah, it's very exciting. So you can definitely save it. So instead of having to try to play the game 12 hours straight with your buddies, which you know, the hardcore people will do anyways, you can definitely save it. The one thing that I found out, trial and error, and I'll share with you guys, is that if you are the person hosting, make sure that once you save it, you do not go back into that save file at all. Because if, let's say, you go back in there without your buddies, and you hit one of those save buttons again, you will then basically exit them out of the game. Don't worry, you can end up having them still join you, and they'll have all the money that was acquired throughout the game, which is, I think, a way to exploit the game if you were really trying to be like that, but there's really no reason to exploit like that. But hypothetically, if you wanted to, you could have someone join and buy Onks. You can buy Onks from a vendor. Oh yeah, there's like a potion vendor where you can buy Onks from them, or the potions, like I said. You can only have one potion at a time, though. But if you really wanted to, you could have someone randomly join and just buy a shit ton of Onks for you. So the Paladin's normal ability is just that charge. I don't have any of these other abilities on this character currently. But what I can show you, which I already had for a second, I will try to show you again though, is the combos. So I don't know if this is enough bats, but we're going to try to... it might not be enough. Let's see. That purple bar right above my health on the bottom is going to be my combo bar. Let's see if I can find some baddies. That should be enough. And once you hit that max, you know the combo starts. So that purple above me is the combo. I think currently on this character I only have the regen, which is the little one bouncing. But again, you could have different types of combos. And this is a save point you see right there. So I could have the AoE pulsing off of me, and then you could also upgrade to the point where you can kill creatures, which prolongs the combo. So it's very exciting. I definitely recommend this game, guys. It's a blast. It's the most fun I've had in a game in a very long time. It has the playability solo. If you like these types of dungeon crawlers, it's definitely challenging, and it's still definitely fun. But it's definitely going to be more challenging than if you were playing with your friends. So if you really want a challenge, then you could definitely play it solo. But I definitely recommend trying it probably with friends. That's where I think its real bread and butter is meant to be. Another good thing to note is in multi. I haven't really tried it too much, but I do know that you can see other people's games. Because people have just joined my game randomly. So let's see if we can just... So he's in the Archives 4-7. That's a pretty late game. That's a pretty friggin' late game playthrough here. So if I join in here, I'll probably just get slaughtered. But I just kind of want to show you the really good thing is that they have the support. So even if you don't have those friends and you still want to play with people, you're definitely capable of being able to do it. Rum Ninners. Let me show you the Warlock. So they're running over there. So we'll go ahead and you'll kind of just see a little bit more fluidity, if that's a word, that you have with people. Oh, host didn't want me in there. Fair enough. All right, guys. Fair enough. We'll try one more, but I think you get the idea. If you really wanted to, you could host your own game. People will join. When I was with my buddies, I had to go out of my way to make sure I try to make it private, so no one would join. I don't know why theirs wasn't private, because I mean, you don't want people to join. Then just you know, make it private, guys. Let's do the wizard. But it's really cool how there's a lot of different. So the wizard special abilities, that auto attacks, those little fireballs. Doesn't have much range on them. As you can see, I came into the game with 9,354 gold on the bottom there. So if I can find a vendor, I can kind of get fully upgraded to the point. There's no levels or anything, So, like, the only reason I'm weaker is because I need those attack upgrades. I need those defense upgrades. And if I can find them without dying, I'll be golden. Throughout the game, you probably saw these little blue things. Those are just mana. You can find the little health, the little plus looking signs are just health. So, it's pretty sweet, pretty fun. And again, as you go through the game, each class gets a lot more abilities and gets a lot more synergy with each other. Like the Paladin, like early on, I was heavy. Like my friends pretty much had to carry me. But as we progressed, I became pretty much a beast, and I was just destroying everybody. So here's a couple of vendors I can show you. This guy's the combo vendor. I could buy first I buy a combo, then I could buy a timer, healer, Nova. So Nova's the damage, healing's healing. The timer obviously makes it easier to chain combos by increasing combo timer from 0.7 to 1 second. Here's the boost, which is just the potions and that ox I was telling you about. And then here is the vitality guy, so you can increase your movement speed, your health, and your mana. Obviously, the guy with the little little friggin' sword is offense, and then this is your armor. So I can do armor. Frost Nova, which is actually a new ability, I'll show you that, and Frost Shield, which is 20% chance to have. So there's there's a passive ability, there's some active abilities. It's pretty sweet. So that's Frost Nova or whatever I just bought. So it's pretty cool, guys. It really is. And again, as you go on, like I said, the Paladin actually gets... Where the hell did they go? The Paladin gets healing eventually, so that's obviously a pretty cool part of the game. I should have probably spent more upgrades, huh? Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Let's go mana, health, mana. Oh man, I just spent everything. You really want to get movement speed too, but oh well. I got a shit ton of mana now. All the icicles. Yeah, the mage's like last ability they get is like this like huge pyroclasm, like all these fireballs just rain down from the heavens on your enemies. It's pretty freaking sweet. But they're very squishy, so there's like all these certain traps and stuff, like all these arrows and like pulsating things at the end that's really hard to avoid. And basically I was able to, as my paladin, just run through everything and kill him, but all my buddies just keep getting one shot by him. So I'll probably still kind of be in paladin mode here. See, I haven't upgraded that at all, that whatever this flame thing is, so it barely does any damage. Ugh. Come on, you fucking skeletons. I kill these little spawn points. Oh my god. Yeah, see him trying to get into the secret rooms. Those spikes are like one-hit kill. Vendor coin. Give vendor coins, and they basically just, as you get more vendor coins, your vendor purchases become much, much cheaper. Part of the puzzles in this game also, one more thing, is you can find these things called wood planks, which are just wood planks. I'm not going to tell you what they're used for because they're not explained in-game why they're used, but I will tell you that it takes you the full clear of each act to find the wood planks, and you better make sure you find all of them. That's all I'll say. And once we activate all these, we'll be able to get to the boss and kill the boss. The armor, I believe, is the second map or the second act, so they're just starting off. And I am going to go ahead and be a nice guy, and before I disconnect, I will buy them some more ox with the money that I accrued, and we will get some final thoughts. Extra life, extra life. Alright, guys. GG. Alright, so Hammerwatch, guys. I think it's honestly a great game. I'll be playing it even more. I already did one run through, and I will be looking forward to doing another one. Again, $9.99, I don't think you can go wrong with the time you will spend doing this game. It's absolutely fun. It's addicting. You're not going to want to put it down. as long as you're not put off by the graphics, which honestly, if you're a fan of indie games like I am, you're not going to be put off by that. So I definitely suggest you picking this up. Maybe even picking up a 4-pack for your friends, which I think is $29.99, and you guys will absolutely have a blast. It is very, very, very good, and it's, you know, money very well spent. So check it out, guys. Hammerwatch, Steam, published by Crackshot once again, and happy hunting. We'll see you next time.